everybody. Welcome to one more online talk. It's really nice to have you all here. And we hope we can hear your voices today. Yeah. And well, as you know, in case you are here for the first time, Online Talk is promoted by First Class, which is a language studio and not a school. Because why a studio and not a school? Because we work in a different way from traditional schools, yeah? We believe that each person learns in a different way from the other, and we respect that. There are some microphones on that are making noise.
I got it.
Okay. And first of all, we believe that you learn much more when you're having fun, yeah? And that's what we are here for this evening.
Yeah.
So online talk usually takes 1 hour, so we're going to be around until 9:30. And the first part, we have the introductions, yeah? You don't have to. We are not going to force you to speak, but we are really going to encourage you. Yeah. And for the next hour, you're going to be listening to people who speak in English. This is not a class, so it's not the moment that we are going to have corrections and feedbacks. We are here to have fun. Yeah. So you can just listen if you want. You can even type, chat. Yeah. And then we can read. So in case you don't introduce yourself, you could at least write something like where you are, where you're from. Okay, we are really curious people. And after we have the introductions, then we start the talk itself, which is like asking questions. And there is usually a guest who is going to be interviewed. And today it's Arthur, Monsieur Malinski. Herr Malinski Silva. Herr. Ich bin Frau Portala.
Fancy.
Well, and that's it. So let's have some fun. Oh, no filters. Yeah, we love listening to, you know, like that part of the stories that you don't usually tell people. So make yourself comfortable and ask questions. All right, let's start with the introductions.
Sure.
Who would like to go first? A volunteer. A volunteer is a person who offers to do something or somebody who's pointed by another person.
Okay.
I.
Go on.
Great.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I am Claudia. I am accountant. I have 42 years old. I born in Romania. English and en français in first class. In January, I make intensive Italian.
Très bien.
Oh, yes. And just it.
What do you like doing in your free time?
Arthur is my teacher.
Awesome. Would you like to ask Claudinea any questions?
Oh my God.
I would like to ask you something.
Go ahead.
Who is your oh, I forgot the word.
Favorite?
Preferida, irmã preferida?
Favorite?
Who is your favorite sister?
Good question. I don't know. I just have one sister.
Oh my gosh. Are you driving?
Altinea is my little sister.
So you're the big sister.
Yeah.
Claudinea, your sister are driving?
Yes.
She's driving?
I and she make a supermarket by a Danoninho.
Oh, okay. I can
Don't
teach you
tell
how to
me.
make danoninho. Well,
Anil danoninho é
Oh.
tutti-frutti é algodão doce.
mm,
Faz.
cotton candy, I guess.
Yes.
Wow. All right. So here we have the powerful sisters, yeah?
Mhm.
Yes.
Thank you, Val and Clau. Next one, next volunteer to introduce yourself.
I can go. I'm Ilsa. I'm also a trainer at first class. I learned how to speak English when I was 30 something. And some people think that it's something very difficult to do, but if you do the right way, it's not impossible, even though you're older or you don't have a lot of time. So the trainers and I, at first class, we know how to do it. Um, it's possible for everybody. You don't need a reason to speak English just because it's a good one. Well, this is another personality of mine. I need a name for her.
You gotta teach me how to do that, Ilse.
Yes, I will. Yes, sorry. I've just learned how to do this, so that's why I'm playing every day with this.
Awesome, awesome.
Also been teaching with these things, and
Oh,
it's
cool.
awesome.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it's gonna be awesome if you teach kids. I think it's,
Mm.
it's something different.
Halloween and something. It was just
There are a
now.
lot of features that are called in length, that are anything for any situation. So
True, true. Very nice.
Cool.
Very
that's
cool.
it.
Nice.
Pretty cool. Thank you. Anybody else?
Me.
Go on.
Go.
Just a second.
Uh-huh.
I forgot my wallet
Oh.
in the saloon.
Oh.
The you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I don't know. It's the hairstyle. Call me to. Oh, you forgot your wallet. Come tomorrow to take. Oh my gosh.
Lucky that she found
Wow.
it.
Hmm.
So, my name is Cynthia. I'm teacher. I'm 32 years
Oh.
old, and Arthur is my teacher. And I don't know. I need holidays, vacation,
Hmm.
because I don't know. How can they say esquecida?
Mm.
Forgetting, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say
Forgetful,
Hmm.
maybe? Yeah.
forgetful. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
When
I don't know. Just it.
when I'm tired, I also forget words.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes like I'm saying something and it might be the age. Thank you, Cynthia. I guess I bet you've prepared your questions, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Arthur, you haven't been a volunteer yet.
I haven't. Yeah. Okay. So I'm Arthur. Oh my God, I was thinking in German. I am 25 years old. I was gonna
Oh,
say five and
you can
20.
speak German and then I translate into English. Would you like to try?
No, I'm good. I'm fine. Yeah, we have more
Okay.
people that can translate here. But anyway,
Yeah, Guilherme is in the
the
room.
Natalia too. And anyway, the I'm from Ponta Grossa. I studied materials engineering in university, but I lived for 1 year in Dublin as
Mhm.
a exchange program. And after I came back, I started giving English classes at first class and never stopped because I love it. And we're still there. And yeah, I like traveling, as we're going to talk about today,
Mhm.
and video games and English, other languages. I'm studying German too. So yeah, and I
Mhm.
would like to study more in the future after German too. So
Nice, nice, really nice.
yeah.
I'm not going to ask them what they would like to ask you now because we are going to have more time, yeah?
That will be,
Hey,
yeah.
guys, we have like 2 more minutes that we can use for the introductions. Would anybody else like to introduce yourself?
Hey, I can do
Hey.
it.
Hello.
Yes,
Hi.
please.
Hey,
Welcome.
I'm Wesley. So, I'm a student too. I'm in production engineering. Um, I'm studying production engineering at the TFPR, and I'm a businessman too.
Nice.
I work with some meat, kebab and meat. I working in a butchery,
Uh-huh.
and now actually in a kebab too. And I love too much travel around the world. That's the main reason that learning some language because I love it, and I think that I spend um, almost my time, almost my money in trips. So I think that is the main reason to learn language, and I love it.
Nice. It's a great
Nice.
investment of
True.
time, energy, and money, yeah?
Very true.
Because of all the
Very true.
experiences. Nice. Wesley, really nice to have you all guys here.
Mhm.
Well, we are about to start. Okay, I'm Patricia Portala.
Hello.
Hi. I was born here in Ponta Grossa. I lived in the United States when I was a child. Yeah, and my mom taught me how to read and write in Portuguese while we were there. And after we returned, I lived in Paranaguá. And as I told you, I was born here. And after I returned, I was 14. I never left Ponta Grossa. I love traveling, but I really like, coming back. And I love languages, traveling, cooking, meeting new people, listening to stories. Yeah. And I can speak English and Portuguese. I've been studying French. Studying. I've been taking classes, yeah, a few hours a year. And so I can communicate in French, and I'm also learning Italian. And these days I took some German classes, but I just know like the really like basic words, the numbers and simple questions. Okay. I don't know why usually people tell their ages. So yes, Yusa, I agree. Okay, I was born in the late 70s.
Okay, that's enough.
I'm 43 years old, and I don't have any pets, and please don't give me any because I don't have much time for them. And I love pets, okay? I love pets and kids, but I don't have any. Plants, you can give me plants. I love flowers and plants. Well, let's get started.
Let's.
Because, yeah, we only have like 40 minutes by
There's
now.
not much time. Yeah.
So, Arthur,
Hi.
as you've already mentioned, you lived for a year in Dublin, yeah?
Yeah.
And that was for an interchange
It was
program.
the Science Without Borders program.
Uh-huh.
And I was as an academic. So I did
Okay.
1 year as a student, getting money from the government to live there. So I didn't have to work. It was just to study and stay there in the city and travel, of
Okay.
course. But
So before we start talking about the places, yeah, and the countries and
yeah.
everything, could you tell us a little bit about how it happened, and was it your first time abroad?
Oh
And
yeah.
you know,
It was my first
okay,
time on a plane when I was traveling. Yeah, I never left by myself anywhere. I'd never been on a plane, and yeah, it was okay. This program, we heard about it every year. A lot of people were going in it, and everybody thought it was amazing, and it was a very good opportunity. And everybody, me and some friends, we were okay, we will try when in the year, and we will try. And we were very lucky because when we tried, it was the last year they did it. After
ooh,
after my year, they stopped doing that. And so we were very lucky, and it felt relatively easy to get it because
oh,
all you had to do was submit your Enem score,
Mm-hmm.
and then from there was the selective process. You chose a country, you chose a university, and then it just kept going, and in the end I was there. It was
And
before I knew it.
oh, and so you chose Ireland.
Yeah. I was between. I was looking for universities with something interesting in my
Uh-huh.
area, and I was between maybe Australia or Ireland.
Oh.
And but in the end, Australia felt too far, and we went to Ireland. And I don't know, the university that I got in Ireland, it looked very nice, like it was very
Okay.
beautiful, very fancy. So I thought I have to try, and then they accepted. So
Oh, awesome.
mhm.
Guys, when you wanna ask him a question, just like start speaking or say something
Yes,
like, hey,
yes.
and
Please.
ask, all right?
Uh-huh. We are
Would
here.
anybody like to ask any question? Because
Mhm.
otherwise, like I have many questions, and then if I don't want you to feel like, oh, I don't want to interrupt. Yeah, we are here for you.
Yeah, please do interrupt. Any questions to start with?
Uh,
Go
Yes, I
on.
okay.
have.
Oh, go on, go on.
Um, about the college.
Yes.
Do you thought it's very difficult in the beginning, or for you it's okay or medium? I don't know. About the communication, make friends,
Mm-hmm.
adaptation, maybe.
Mm. Okay. So there are multiple things. This part, friends, adaptation, this was not so hard. It was easier. First, because we were a group of Brazilians going, even
Mm,
if it wasn't the same course, it was the same university. So I made a lot of Brazilian friends there too. And so it felt like Brazilian family too to have near. So it was not so bad. But also the people from the course, they were very nice. The Irish, they were really nice to me, and they invited me to a guy's birthday in the first month, and it was very very quick. But yeah, but on the other hand, the academic adaptation was harder. It
mm,
I regret choosing the because I chose the third year in a course
uh,
there, and I should have chosen earlier year because it was too difficult. A lot of subjects that I didn't have the base for that subject, you know,
really?
and then it was in English. I was doing quantum mechanics in the year, and yeah,
Holy
I
cow.
Oh
failed
my gosh.
too. Like I didn't pass, but yeah, it was too much.
What?
Uh-huh.
Arthur failed? Okay, just
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
You're
Uh-huh,
human. You
uh-huh.
can fail.
No, but it was difficult.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, and so this part was
Nice.
hard, but the adaptation, the welcoming was 100%. It was very good. They were very nice.
You, I was always told that Europeans,
Hmm.
generally speaking, are not that friendly, might be impolite sometimes because they are really,
Hmm.
objective. And the first time that I went to Europe, I went to Ireland.
Mm.
And man, Irish, they are awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
They make jokes all the time, even if
Uh-huh.
they've just met you, and they are great storytellers. The only thing is that they speak really quickly and they have that
Yeah.
accent
Oh
and they
yeah.
don't speak loudly. Yeah.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
They
Yeah.
speak really quietly, but wow.
Mm-hmm.
I really loved Ireland for two reasons, not besides the nature.
Uh-huh.
People are really friendly, they're warm and welcoming, and they eat a lot. Like
Yeah.
every time I ordered something, I went to a restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
like it would be large. Then I learned that I should order small.
Oh, yeah, yeah. They're
Well,
definitely
oops.
very nice. Uh-huh. They're very,
Mhm.
very kind. Very
So
kind.
which college was the one that you went to?
Oh, the name is Trinity College, Dublin.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the center of the city. It's the oldest in the country, I think, and it's very cool. And it's both, how can I say, old and also modern, because they have like
Mm.
one part of the campus that's the old part, but the engineering, the science courses, they have some very modern buildings, very modern laboratories. It's very good university.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
Hmm.
Oh, Cynthia also asked you about your adaptation. Yeah, what
Hmm.
about the language, Arthur? About English?
So, yeah, I to be honest, I don't remember how I was before I arrived. I am not sure because I did do TOEFL before I went. It was
Mm-hmm.
the ITP, so it's the simplified test. You don't speak in the
Mm-hmm.
test; it's just writing. And
Paper-based.
yeah, yeah, and I did very well. It was like pretty good. And then um, when I arrived, I had to do a English academic English test, not test, course, and then a test, and that helped to adapt in the beginning. But I think it was fine. I could understand most of it
Mm-hmm.
if the accent wasn't so bad.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, to speak, to understand, everybody understood me usually, and it was pretty easy. But yeah, it was pretty fast, I think. I just to I lost my, how can I say, or I built confidence that I
Mm-hmm.
have the English. Before I wasn't sure, and then there I learned. Yeah.
Cool, cool. Ilza, what's
Hmm.
your question?
Please.
Arthur,
Yeah.
you mentioned in your video that you don't talk about these experiences of yours much.
Uh-huh.
Why don't you? Because the second thing that we want to do after we have these experiences are talking about them.
Yeah,
Why
I
don't
don't
you
know.
tell people about this?
It's a good question. I don't know. I think it sounds, you are in a conversation and then I stop like, when I was in Italy, I had this, it's a little, yeah, but I don't know.
Arthur, I guess I know what you mean. Remember, I told you guys that I lived in America, yeah?
Uh-huh.
So I returned, I was about 6 years old, and when I was like 8, 9, they started calling me like, New York, New York, because, like exactly that. Oh, so when I was in New Jersey, when I was in New York, and then,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I started just telling people when they asked me the
Mm-hmm.
question.
Mm-hmm.
But here we would like to know everything. So,
Nice. Okay. Yeah, yeah. But it's complicated. But it's also that like usually I think the conversations have more important topics and okay, another day I'll tell. But yeah, today is the good day for that.
okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
Mm.
And you mentioned on the video
Mm.
that there are like one or two stories that you usually tell people,
Yeah, yeah.
but you haven't told us. I haven't.
Haven't I? Okay, yeah. Maybe we'll
So, what
get to
are
that.
those?
Yeah.
And okay,
No, no, no. But
oh,
but but I mean the one that I usually say is because there is one in one of the books in the classes there is a question like what was the most frightening experience you've ever had, you
hmm,
know and I talk about a time that I thought I lost my passport in in
oh,
in a border. In We were in a bus and I we were crossing a border and at the middle of the night, and I at some point I changed seats, and when I changed I dropped my passport on the floor. And yeah, and then when the officer was getting the passports, I panicked. I didn't know where it was, and the officer saw on the floor and he showed me, oh, is this yours?
oh,
Yeah, but That's one of them.
Okay.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. We'll see more stories later on.
And at
But
Trinity
oh,
College, was there any like worst or best moment?
hmm,
Funny?
I don't know. It was so much because we spent a long time there, and
Never got in trouble?
hmm, not specifically. I was a nice kid. I was a nice kid,
Yeah.
and like the the first week of real classes, before the real classes actually, they have the freshers week. It's like for the first years. They have a lot of parties. It's a full week just of parties, and we as the exchange students we get mixed with the freshmen, and
Ah.
we live in the same place as the freshmen, and it's all there, so we were together in that, and that was fun to see like the Irish partying, and
I heard that they drink a lot,
they
yeah?
do they
They
do
usually drink.
but at this age
Tell
like
tell them about it.
yeah,
Tell with more
because
details.
these people they were teenagers, right? They were what,
Okay.
17 or something, and 18, and they can't hold much liquor, to be honest. They didn't. They always looked very drunk very fast, but on the other hand, when you meet some older Irish people, some of the people I worked with in a lab that when I was there, that guy could hold so many pints in him. Like it was crazy. It's yeah. One good example, on Christmas they have a
Mhm.
tradition. It's the 12 pubs of Christmas. Can you guess?
12.
12. Yeah.
12.
12. Yeah, genau. They do a pub crawl. Do you know what's a pub crawl?
Mhm. Tell them, please.
It's when you go to a pub, you drink one pint, and then you go to the next pub, and then you drink another pint. And at
I,
every pub, you drink something. Sometimes it's a pint, sometimes it's a drink, it's a shot, but yeah, it's very nice. And on Christmas, they have this traditional, before Christmas, 12 pubs of Christmas, because around Trinity you have more than 12 pubs. There's a lot of pubs in the region. So you can go walking, and there are groups of students that do that. Until pub number 9 or 10, everybody was strong, everybody was still going. After they spread and divide, and yeah, but it was a lot of people.
and what do they drink?
hmm Number one, Guinness. It's one of the most common drinks there. Everybody drinks Guinness. Heineken is very, very popular too, was at least. And usually kinds of beer. People that don't like beer drink cider. There is
Cider. Oh.
Archer Thieves, Bomers. There's a few brands that it's apple. It's like an apple beer, apple cider,
Mhm.
and the same alcoholic content as a beer. And yeah, it's pretty good too, honestly. But so usually that. Some people buy drinks in the clubs too, but
Mhm.
usually I see beer or cider. It was the two top ones. And above all, Guinness. Guinness is holy in Ireland.
Can you remember from what time on you are allowed to drink alcohol at the pubs?
In
Because the
what?
pubs open early in the morning, yeah?
Oh, from what time?
8, it's open.
I
Uh-huh.
think anytime. I don't
Anytime?
remember. I don't know
Yeah,
actually.
in England it's after 10. Like
Mm. Yeah,
I
I,
went
th- I
for
think it's probably
breakfast
the
and
same. Yeah, exactly. You could get an early pint. You could definitely get an early pint.
have
Yes.
to wait until 10.
Too bad. Yeah, but
Oh, come on.
okay. Hmm.
Hmm.
So, what's next? I think, anybody else? Any other questions?
You've already mentioned, but I can't remember the details
Oh,
about how much was the money you got paid by the government,
yeah, yeah.
and how much you spent,
Mm-hmm.
to pay for, like basic stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
and how much left was for you to travel.
It was a lot. It's very expensive, Dublin, but we didn't see much of the money. It was very good for us, the program, and we only had to pay for food and transportation, pretty much
Mm-hmm.
the costs, and a month
So accommodation was okay.
paid
Okay.
for. Yeah, yeah. It was a nice
Can you
accommodation.
remember how? Oh,
hmm
you can tell us what it was like.
Yeah, no, I mean it was a fancy. It was the one for the first years, but they very comfortable, very safe. But when we talked about with other people, everybody says that as soon as they can, they move out because it's expensive. Like
Oh,
because
but you
it's
didn't know how much it
yeah,
was
hmm
because it was.
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
hmm
Can you remember how much you got for food and transportation?
So I spent about 300 euro,
Mm-hmm.
but living very comfortably, like
Mm-hmm.
without worrying about money. We got 700 euro,
Oh.
so that's 400 euro left, right? And traveling. So yeah, I
Mm.
didn't bring back any money. I spent it all there. So yeah, I didn't bring back any. Um, yeah, it was a lot of money.
You guys, what would have you done? Would you have spent all the money? Would you say invested in that case? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What would you guys do?
Yeah, a lot of people started buying things and bringing back stuff. And a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people, surprisingly, they had to ask for more money from their parents. I
Oh,
don't know how. I really don't understand how they spent so much. Like it's yeah.
okay. What about telling us the countries you've been to, and then they pick some
Mm,
for you to tell us about?
okay, okay. How can we do this? I have a list. I told you 29, right? It's a
Okay,
lot, but
so go.
okay.
If we
Hey,
don't have
hey
enough
Arthur, I
time,
have a
Yeah,
question before.
go on.
What's the first country you visit? Uh,
Hmm, good question. Yeah, after Ireland, I think I don't know. I think it was Italy. Or the
Mhm.
UK or England. No, I think it was Italy. It was the first. Or not. No, I don't know anymore. I
No problem. Okay,
they kind of
give
blend
us the list.
together. Yeah, yeah.
How
But
Maybe
old are you, Arthur?
Paris.
yeah, no, actually that's the thing. I didn't go to Paris. I didn't go to France. Out of those 29, France is not one of those. It's yeah, go
I don't
figure.
believe about it.
Yeah, go figure. Okay, so Ireland. Stop me when you want to ask. I don't know.
Okay.
Ireland, Iceland, England, Scotland, Wales, all the UK, Spain, Morocco, Belgium,
I was
the
trying to type. I can't keep catch
yeah,
up.
yeah, it's too many. Sorry. I can paste it here. But Belgium, the Netherlands, Germany, Russia. Um, I'll paste the list anyway there. But
Oh, okay.
what else? Vatican. It's a country. Denmark, Sweden, Finland, Austria, Czech Republic. Yeah, take your pick. What would you like? Go on, Ilse.
Arthur,
Oh, yes.
why count do you more like?
Oh, Ireland. It's
Ah,
yeah, easy.
I
No,
know.
no, because I spent the most time in Ireland. But yeah, Ireland is very nice. It's very cool. Italy is very nice too. But every country has its good parts, you know. I don't know. But
Mm,
Ireland is the number one. Uh, because yeah.
And I have a question
Mm,
uh, about food. What
mm,
was the most, I don't know, strange or food that
oh,
you eat?
hmm. I don't know. There was some stuff that I didn't know what I was eating sometimes, but usually, to be honest, we went for the low cost things, so we didn't get so much of the nice food in the places. But I remember two experiences. I
mhm.
remember in, I think it was Sweden, we bought some fish paste. We heard that
Fish
paste. Yeah,
paste.
we heard that it was traditional. We thought it was, yeah, but it's extremely salty and not good. We don't recommend. It's not very nice.
Mm.
Yeah, that. And then another situation. I was in a McDonald's in Estonia, I think, near Russia, and there was
Estonia.
a vegetarian restaurant, a vegetarian option in McDonald's that was
Oh,
only with mushrooms instead of the burger. It was a lot of mushrooms. It was very good. It was very nice.
oh.
Uh, so yeah, that's the two I can remember. But usually we ate McDonald's, to be honest. It was it's the cheapest and safest Subway, but yeah. Uh,
Safest. What do you mean by safest?
like when you don't know what you're gonna eat, it's a place that has food, relatively cheap food, and internet connection, and it feels like home. You know, it feels like it's, yeah. But I don't know.
And Arthur, and
Hmm.
about the foods uh, in Morocco, what do you
Hmm.
think about it?
Oh, it was nice. I ate. I tried
Really?
some different things. Yeah, it was okay. I liked it. I mean, it's, but
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Suggena
Me
da
too.
Negra. But
A
but
lot of people asking me, and you was born here, you're
uh-huh.
Arabic, and no, not at all.
Sorry.
But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I know. But actually, I had a bad experience in Morocco, but it was not the taste, but
Mm.
we went to a small restaurant and they used tap water to cook,
Oh,
and everybody got food poisoning from that. So when I went back home, I was with a fever and feeling very sick. Yeah, because of the food from one
too
restaurant.
bad.
Yeah,
But
but the food was tasty.
it was
Mm,
before the desert or after that?
It was. Good question. It was.
mm.
We ate before, but very luckily, I just got the symptoms after.
Oh, okay, because
Aha! I was very lucky.
in a desert
Oh
and with
yeah. Aha!
a lot of things wrong,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
isn't a good idea.
It really hit me on the plane. I entered the plane to go back, and I got a very high fever in the plane. But
Wow.
yeah, yeah, it was very rough.
Okay, now I understand what you mean when you say McDonald's was safest, the safest.
You see, I didn't plan
Not
that.
to get the food poisoning.
No, but of course, that was an exception, and yeah, but still.
I remember the first time I went to the northeast of Brazil, I got food poisoning. Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
I didn't quit trying different
Oh
things.
yeah,
And
no, but
they have a different style. Yeah, it's like
uh-huh.
it's a sunny, hot day,
Hmm.
boiling, and you eat soup. and those a lot of fat
yeah.
and uh-huh.
But I'd say it was that and the prices because we didn't want to spend so much, so we didn't go for the restaurants, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But there are options, to be fair. If you really look, you can find good options that are cheap. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. When I wanna save some money, go low cost, I usually go to a supermarket or just a
We too.
market.
We did that too
Yeah.
all the time. Yeah.
And in Europe you can find a lot of like food, yeah, just ready to go and
True.
that's cheap
True. But
and
okay.
they're delicious.
Next one. Go on.
And
Uh, uh,
I think that in a supermarket you can realize that how the people that lives there living in and something like your culture, and it's too cheap when you compare in grand places, in in places there's a lot of expensive foods, but it's normal. For example, water.
mm-hmm.
Water is too different if you go in a super in Torre Eiffel,
Yeah.
for example.
So
It's too
much.
different.
So much. It's very true.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Moving on. Next question. We have 15 minutes.
Oh my gosh, really? I told you, need
Uh-huh,
the 3 hours.
it's yeah,
I have
yeah.
I have a question.
Mm.
I know, but I want to tell us about the Transylvania Castle, Dracula Castle.
Yeah.
You had
Uh-huh.
afraid?
No, not at all. Okay, it's in Romania. There is a region of Romania called Transylvania, and we went to visit, and of course, we wanted to go to Transylvania because Dracula and all that. And it's a very beautiful region. It's very nice. It has like mountains all around. It's very cool. And there is this castle, and to find the castle, we we didn't know how to get there from the train station. We asked some like in a place in the station there was an old woman, and she directed us to her husband that's a taxi driver, and this guy took us there and showed we paid him and he took us there and we had the whole tour. He showed us a lot of places, and yeah, but the castle is from the guy that inspired Dracula. It's Vladimir, I forgot, Count Vlad. It's the Vlad the Impaler, they called him.
Uh-huh.
He's a very nice guy, and but he was not a vampire. And so
Oh.
the castle was a medieval castle, very nice, very fancy, but about the history of this guy. But he was very violent, but he wasn't
Mm.
a vampire. And but it's very cool to visit, and the city gets a lot of tourists because of the whole story. But yeah, it's very nice. It's very beautiful. I get some very good pictures from there. But
Mm.
yeah.
You need to make a show to your with your photographs.
Oh, let me see. Yeah, this one I'll show. One second. But while I look, oh, any other questions?
How many days did you spend in Romania?
I don't remember. It was probably three, around three or four. I don't know. It wasn't much. That trip, we were spending very little time in every country. So yeah, this case we spent more because there was the capital and then Transylvania, and so it was a little longer. But
Uh-huh.
usually, yeah, I think it was about that. 3 days, 4 days. Um,
Cool.
Here, let me show you the castle, the inside of the castle. Because when you think about that, you expect a very dark place, a very, you know, uh,
Mm.
1 second, my computer is
No, no problem.
slow.
While you are trying to find the picture.
Mm-hmm.
While we were talking about like low cost McDonald's,
Mm-hmm.
supermarket, market, I just remembered that when I was in Ireland,
Mm.
I really missed eating beef.
Mm. Really?
And I went to, yeah, because like they basically eat pork and chicken, and
Mm-hmm.
beef is more expensive, yeah. And then
Mm.
there was a day that it was cold, things didn't go right, and then I was like, you know what, I'm going to the restaurant and order some beef. 30 pounds. I was in Northern Ireland. Man,
Oh,
how much is the pound now? Can you remember the exchange rate?
I don't know, but it's
I think it's
pretty
about
high.
6.
Yeah.
So 30 pounds for lunch having beef. And
Mm-hmm.
then back to Dublin, I found the butchers.
Mm.
Then I would pay €5 for a sirloin, you know? Then I was
Uh-huh.
like, oh, definitely.
Uh-huh.
Learn how to cook.
Oh, can you see it?
Then I ate just twice. Okay.
Yeah, this is the place, the inside of that castle. So you see, not very scary.
It's on the top of a mountain?
Kinda. It's by a
Kinda.
city. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's not so high, but yeah, this was one of my friends that was traveling with me. But I don't know what else can I show.
You
Uh,
said that it was hard for you to like
hmm.
learn how to get there, yeah? Was it a place that was not that common for tourists to go?
No, it's not so bad. But it's a little far from the train station.
Uh-huh.
So you have to get a car or some ride to get there.
Just
So,
like when tourists who are traveling by bus get to Ponta Grossa and want to go to Buraco do Padre, for example. There
exactly.
is no public transportation to get you there.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
it.
Okay.
So, yeah. I'll eventually I'll stop here the presentation, but my computer
Good
is
photos, Arthur.
uh,
Good photos.
thank you.
Well, guys, we have 10 minutes.
Oh no, next one.
Oh my gosh.
Scotland.
Nice. Hmm. I spent not long in Scotland. It was probably also 3 days. It was I think we visited England and then we went for a day or two in Scotland and then came back to Dublin. But
Did you fly from England to Edinburgh? I don't know where you went.
yeah, it was Edinburgh. Good question. I think so. I think we flew in there. Yeah.
Yeah, the train, like the price is reasonable if you buy the tickets in advance.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you get there to the station and you want to try to get the tickets
Yeah.
by train, man, it's too expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And the bus, you need time. The bus is really cheap. I don't remember if it's like 8 or 12. You get it at you can take it at Victoria
Mm-hmm.
station.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I
I
didn't know
remember
that.
getting it. So
It took
maybe
me
we went
time.
by
I couldn't
bus,
go.
but I don't remember. But yeah. But the strategy is to take the bus during the night, so you sleep in the
Mm-hmm.
bus and you don't lose time.
Uh-huh.
But yeah.
Can you save? Because then
Uh-huh.
you don't
Uh-huh.
need a hotel.
True, exactly.
I used to do that. I did that in Italy.
Nice. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Edinburgh. Edinburgh was. We just visited the city. We didn't even go because the Highlands are very nice. Uh, we went to the city. We walked around. There is a walking trail for a mountain. There is next to the city. It's
Mm-hmm.
and you climb it, and then you can look down to the city. It's very nice.
Wow.
And yeah, we slept there 1 or 2 nights, if I'm not
Mm-hmm.
mistaken. But it's a very nice city. It's kind of a similar style to Dublin, like a little gloomy, a little like, but it's nice. I like it.
Cool. Did it ever happen that you went to a place and then because of the people you met and the stories they told you, you just decided to go somewhere else or change the destination you had in mind?
It depends. Usually, we didn't have like, especially when it was like these trips with a lot of places that we went. We usually waited until we arrived to start making plans because of this, like to ask people and do the
Cool.
yeah. But yeah, I don't remember really changing the plans so much. Of course, when you arrive, people tell you what to be careful about, what to be careful of, and but nothing so big. There are some things like the tourist spots that they say, "Oh, just take a picture from afar and go away." It's enough. But yeah.
But they didn't shout at you.
No, not so bad.
I'm the kind of person who is distracted, and I usually
I have one more question, just to the last
Please,
one.
please.
You brought some uh, drinks or bottles to when you return to Brazil?
Yes, it was like I had I was thinking about bringing Guinness, but we have Guinness here. So the I thought, okay, and a friend of mine was bringing home that cider that I was talking about earlier, and because we really liked it, and I shared with him, like I got half, he got half, and we brought them home.
okay.
And so I brought those cans. I have it here actually. One second.
I brought some whiskey from Ireland.
It's this can, Archer Thieves,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, apple cider. And I brought one little bottle of it's like a liquor, a fruit liquor from Bulgaria that I bought. It was like a little souvenir and it was a bottle. And that was it, I think, about drinks. And many shot glasses.
And what about the
And
women?
Oh. So, yeah, they were there. And the.
And
good,
Arthur, did
good
you ever
answer.
go to any party, to any party or concerts? I don't know.
Yeah, no,
Sly. Yeah.
yeah. One big impression I got, especially from the Irish girls, especially university age Irish girls, they look all the same. They have like this, especially at night in nightclubs. There a lot of them.
Take it easy.
I wonder if they really look the same or you.
No,
Just
but
kidding.
let me
Sorry.
explain. It was
Please.
the makeup, the
Mm.
fashion of the moment. I don't know until now, but at the time, all the girls were wearing a lot of makeup and a similar hairstyle and similar clothes. It was like, you know,
It's the same.
and even the same, and usually too much makeup. I thought it was like you're prettier than that, like thinking about it. So yeah,
Okay.
but in
Like
another thing,
Control C, Control V.
yes, exactly. At night, it was, and not as many redheads as you'd expect. I thought
Okay.
it would be more, but it's not so many. Usually it's more dark or brown hair, but there are many redheads, both men and
And
women. Sorry?
can you tell us, like, about, is that different the way they flirt compared to
Mm,
Brazilians?
kind. Not so much. Yeah, Brazilians are much more upfront about it, I think.
Uh-huh.
But it's not so different. One funny thing, I don't know in American English, but Portuguese we say the word ficar, like
Uh-huh.
with somebody. In Irish English, it's shift to shift.
Oh,
Aha.
Shift?
They would get arrived, talk to their person, wanna shift. Like it's very weird if you don't know. Yeah,
shift like this?
shift. Aha. The yeah. Go figure.
Okay.
Irish English,
Mm.
but I don't know if it's so different. The clubs are very similar. Okay, they don't have
Mm-hmm.
funk music, but yeah.
Okay.
It's yeah, lots of
But
nightclubs there.
all right. I had another question and I just forgot.
hmm Any more? Go on. Last round of questions.
I forgot. It was like about the women, but I forgot. Oh, about the parties and concerts.
Oh, you mean in Ireland or?
In there, traveling around
Okay, okay.
those
No, because
all
yeah,
30 countries.
there's so many. I went to just a few. I went to a Iron Maiden concert that I really wanted to go, and it was the best because European festivals, they have like concerts all day for a whole weekend, 3 days, and like people camp there and they keep going. I went for one day and it was very nice and very worth for the money too. It's expensive, but you watch many bands in one day, and it's very nice.
And your favorite one was Iron Maiden.
Oh yeah,
Iron Maiden.
the biggest and my favorite too. It was yeah.
Where was it?
Oh, in Belgium. It was
Belgium.
in it was the actually the only trip that I went by myself because I didn't get anybody that wanted to go with me, so sure, I'll go. And it was very nice. It was a good experience to travel by myself and to see the concert. Very very cool. Felt completely safe even though it was a lot of drunk people and like it was very nice. It was very very cool.
Nice.
Oh
Really nice.
yeah, but it was the only concert I paid for. There was also another concert night that was
How
in
much?
Trinity. Oh,
Mm.
the Iron Maiden.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember, to be honest. Probably around like 80 euro a day. Uh,
Oh,
it's not so bad, but I don't
uh-huh.
remember actually.
No problem.
Yeah.
At
Um,
Trinity?
Trinity, yeah. Every year they have this tradition of the Trinity Ball, where ball is like a baile,
Mm-hmm.
and but it's not a literal ball. It's a night of concerts, and everybody dresses up, like they go with suits and dresses, and yeah. But university people, so yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
just a party. And there was some pretty cool bands. The Cooks were there. I don't know if you know
Mm,
the Cooks and some other bands, but it was pretty nice. But I enjoyed more to see because it was a party in the campus. They used the space of the campus in the city, so it was very different and very cool too.
nice. And that one you didn't have to pay for.
I did. It was expensive as hell. Yeah,
You
it
did.
was.
Oh, expensive as hell.
Yeah, but it was that situation that like it's the only year we're here, so we might as well.
Gotta go.
And yeah, yeah, it's.
Gotta go.
hmm
Cool. All right. Last question.
Last
I
question.
guess we can try, yeah, another day
Yes,
again
in the end,
next
it
year.
was more about Ireland than anything else, right? But we.
No wonder, your favorite place.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think we have a second level How can I say? Tipo, part 2, part 3,
Part
part 4.
probably, yeah. There's enough to talk about, I think.
Right. Okay. Guys, in case you have one more last question, we are going to be here next week again at the same time. And then after that, we will return just in January. Okay. The studio is going to be open from the 4th of January on, and we get started with intensive conversation course. I think it's the 11th of January, something like that.
Yeah.
Right? And English, we have the different levels. And yeah, it's the 11th of January. And in case you want to take Italian or German, French for beginners, I know that the Italian group, we already have like people enrolled. Yeah, so it's for sure it's going to take place. It's going to be nice. Would you like to learn Italian? To be continued, definitely. Okay. Guys, if there's any story you would like to share, anybody you would like to invite, and if there's any specific topic, take a look at the countries list.
Yes,
we can even like I suggest that we choose some of those places and then we can ask Arthur to, choose some pictures to show us.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
And then we can ask about some specific places next year. All right.
That will be
Thank you so much. And then any other last question?
Last chance.
Before we go, last chance.
Last chance today.
You know that we could like give them extra first coins when they ask questions.
Yeah,
they might maybe get started asking questions.
I thought it would be like so many, but okay. No, it was nice. Today we got more than normal. It was, it was good.
I think I have a question.
Oh, go on.
I'm very curious about it. How does it feel like getting to know a lot of different countries and cultures and everything? Do you feel that you are kind of special?
I don't know. It's very. I don't know. It's two things. You value your Brazilian culture too. You think like. There's so many different people, but ours is also nice, but you just wanna, you get surprised so often that you want to see more, many of those places I didn't know much before I went, and when I arrived, it was a surprise, a good surprise, and so I think anywhere I go, I could get these good surprises, and yeah, it's very, I don't know about feeling so special. A lot of the time when I look at these pictures, it sounds like another person was there, and I was just watching him visit those places. It doesn't really
Modest
feel...
Arthur.
But
awesome.
Yeah, but it feels like, because it feels like a different part, a different story, but it's very nice, and it's something you never forget. So
great.
Always.
Oh, Arthur, thank you so much, and we're certainly going to do it more often.
Oh yes, definitely. And anytime you can ask, and it's
okay.
we're around.
And use whenever you want to choose one or two places you've been to. Yeah. Cruise ship. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. Be safe. Yeah. Stay home whenever you can and it's possible. And see you next week.
See you next week.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Arthur.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Bye, guys.
Good night. Good to see you.
Have a nice weekend.
Bye.
Behave yourselves.
You too.
Oh.
Bye.
Cute. Bye-bye.